Hey everybody, I'm Keychain. Today we have update 7.4.0. Some of the new things in this update, we've got the new lava airship parts. The Imperial University is available, and some other, hidden little things that I found. Before we get started, I want to talk about the Amazon App Store. There are a lot of things to purchase in this new update. So if you are a spender and you are in a region where you can get the Amazon App Store, you should consider trying that over Google or Huawei. And if you do check that out, at least for the US region, I have 25% off the 50K bundle. So you can get $500 worth of Amazon coins for $375. I'll also be doing a giveaway on this video in the next few for November. I've got two $100 codes for the US Amazon App Store. Sorry, these are the codes I was given, so if you're in a different region, you could still enter, but you're going to have to do some trading with people in your Kingdom Alliance, whatever. Like, it's going to be up to you to trade that for something of equal value if you do decide to enter. Okay, now, with that being said, how do you enter the giveaway? There's a link in the description for a website called key.com. If you click that link, the keyword is keychain. That's how you can enter. And it's just going to be one entry for the entire giveaway. So even if I announce it on the next 4 or 5 videos, I'm just, I never dug deep into how to set up one code for each video and stuff like that. So, okay. Let's get into the actual content. So first we'll check out the lava airship parts and just look at the stats and the cost and that type of stuff and see kind of where we're at. So looking at my stuff, I've got flawless and epic for the enchanted cores for the troop stat of the R9. So looking at the R10, going on that one from actually, what did I say? Flawless and rare. So 609% is my higher of the two. When I jump up to the basic burning lava, I'm going to gain, it's going to go up to 780%. So I'm gaining almost 180% troop attack, defense, and health, which is a pretty insane jump. If you are one of those players that is like maxed out legendary here, and you had 2200 on the top, you're going to gain a small jump even when you move into the burning lava. But look at the top stats on these. 4,129 stats for the attack, defense, and health. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And then 1,376% for the troop attack. So basically you can take all of these times 2 to get the total stats that you can get from airship parts. So we went from a top end of 4,600 on stats to a top end of 8,000, almost 300. So another 4,000 jump in stats for the bottom stats, and then the top stats we're jumping from, let's say, 1,500 up to 3,000. So another 1,500 for the top 3. So yeah, their stats are getting huge. Yeah, it's getting hard to keep up. I hope they slow the cycle down, but I don't think they ever will. The last thing about this, so it looks like it costs 80 million airship parts to craft the basic version. So I don't know what the next upgrade will be based on that, but I'm guessing something crazy like, I don't know, 200 million. So, I don't know. Someone will have to tell me after they do some of these upgrades, but, it is what it is. We're still playing the game. Yeah. Next thing, they did actually add, and now it's available, the Imperial University. I have a previous video on the Imperial University, and that was, when they first added it to the game but didn't make it available. So I covered a lot of the stuff in here. Basically, they've added a lot of you've got a lot of additional stats, but there's additional damage, which is a big deal. There's additional March capacity, additional hospital capacity, but there's two new stats. I tried to get clarification on this a month ago. What does lethality do? What does resistance do? I'm guessing that it's similar to, how damage and damage reduction work. They counter each other. But what is lethality actually? What is it? I'm guessing it's increased based on the sound of the name. I'm guessing it increases the amount of troops that you can kill versus putting in the hospital, similar to the airship ability. But I'm not 100% sure since they didn't give us a definition. Now, one important thing to note here, looking at this first March capacity, it's 198 of these intelligence. What are they calling them? Ancient manuscripts. So you need 198 of them for this first research. One thing to note, you can't do the lethality until you have the March capacity at level 5. So in these trees, you can't proceed through to, just do one of these and get lethality and do one all the way through. You have to max out the previous research before you can proceed. So that's different than the other research trees, and it's gonna make it much easier to see when you're complete with a tree, because you won't be able to come skip through and get to this, defensive lethality. So how do you get these scrolls? I'm actually very surprised. I'm happily surprised that they added a decent free-to-play way to get these scrolls in small amounts. Estate Affairs. Looking at the Estate Affairs, you get 9 of these for a purple quest, and that seems to be all purple quests. Orange quests give 10. And I already did before I realized it. I think, I can't say for sure. The yellow one, I think it was 12. But I did one and then I realized that I got it, or maybe it was on my alt, but it's either 11 or 12. So you're going to be able to gain, if you're doing your 8 estate affairs, around 70 every 6 hours. So every day for the, I think what's it on an 8-hour refresh? I think you can do 24 in a day. So you're going to be able to get like 180 to 200 of these every day, which is pretty good. And then looking at the cost, the actual, I was expecting them to do something just mind-boggling and make it super expensive, but they didn't. Looking at the cost of these, you get 625 of them for $5. So if I wanted to do some extra research, I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend $5 or $10, and then I'm going to be able to do a couple extra researches. It's way more cost effective than I was expecting, but I also can't see how much these jump for each level. So right now it's 198 for stage 1. Well, is stage 2 something reasonable like 250, or does stage 2 do something crazy like 500? That's, remains to be seen. Actually, let's find out. Let's do it right now so that we can get an answer to the question. So, also a perfect time to shamelessly plug the Amazon App Store. This kind of shows how you purchase here. So I have my total Amazon coins. Right now I have 25,000 coins, which is about $250. And then here it charges me the 499 coins, plus there's a little bit of a tax there, depending on your region. So when I buy, I can either do so I have it set up to use a PIN rather than my password, because I could never show it in a video if I have my password there, because then I'm giving out my Amazon password. But here I have the parental control set, so it just requires a PIN. That's specific to the phone, so you'd have to steal my phone, get my account, and then want to spend my Amazon coins. I don't know you'd want to do that, but you'd have to do it for my phone, otherwise you need my Amazon password. Okay, so we bought some manuscripts. Now let's do a research real quick. I'll speed through it, and then we'll see what the cost of the second research is behind it. Oops, not what I want to do. Okay, so speeding up does use regular speed ups, not research speed ups. So that's important to note that you can't. I don't know if they'll have special Imperial University speed ups, but oh, the other thing I didn't test is okay. So 250 is the second set. Here's another thing to note. I want to check this real quick. So 2 days, 18 hours, 34 seconds. Let's switch into research gear and see if research gear affects the Imperial University. It does not. It doesn't affect the cost or the time. I think that sucks. that I don't like that. I bought a research set. This is called research. Right here at the top, it says research. My research set should apply to this for both the resources and the time reduction. Okay. Of course, Guns of Glory probably disagrees with me there because they're probably going to release an Imperial University research set or something, that makes you spend even more. But I don't like that this is a research thing. It says research at the top here, and it doesn't count. But it is what it is. That's just kind of what we got. So they did give us something. While we're talking about gear, they did add a new gear set. So the new gear set that they added, they kind of snuck it in. It's not in any of the patch notes. Going into your armory in the economy set, there's a new set called the Rally set. Now, when I first look at this and I say Rally set, it's going to be awesome. It's not awesome. It's not awesome at all, guys. Here, let's take a look. So basically, this is like a hybrid, like trading capacity / rally capacity march set and threat march speed. So I don't know anybody that wants additional threat march speed. Like, ooh, it'd be nice if I could kill threats in 15 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Really going to save me a whole lot of time in the game. So that one for me is a waste. The trading capacity, okay. You can get 300% trading capacity by buying the full set and minus 6% trading fee. So you can reduce the taxes down to nearly zero. But then they called this the rally set rather than the trading set. You're only getting 60,000 rally capacity plus an additional 40,000 here. So 100,000 rally cap. For the top spenders in the game, I guess 100k rally cap is going to make a big difference in the ability to fight. Mega rallies and rallies are going to get absolutely insane. Like for the top spenders right now, I think you can send like 4.5 million troops. With the new Imperial University, it goes up to like, I don't remember what I added it up to, but you can gain percentages, you can gain a ton. Let me see if I can find it. In the advanced tactics, we've got additional march caps are going to be a big deal. So you've got additional rally cap here by percent, so 10% rally cap. You've got rally troops capacity. Nope, rally troops. So here you can also gain an extra 100,000. So doing one set of research is equivalent to that set. I don't know, rallies are going to get bigger, march caps are going to get bigger, everything's going to get bigger. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. But what I want to show you was the new rally set manuscripts. So here, if you spend, you can buy them in small chunks. So you can buy them all at once or, in smaller chunks. But basically, you can get, for $20, you can get 120. You need 600 total. So you need to buy this 5 times to get 600, which is $100. So $100 for the full rally set so that you can gain that little bit of extra rally cap or be able to trade a lot of resources. Now the other thing, let me talk about this real quick. Pro tip of the day. If you're buying this set because you're one of the big castles and you like to share resources, you don't need the full set. If you're buying it just for the rally set, save yourself some money. Let me show you here. Buy 4 pieces of the rally set if you're buying it just for trading capacity. So you would want to buy and craft the chest, the horn, the ring, and the pendant. And then you're just going to go down here and use from the prosperity set the merchant shoes, which have 75% trading capacity, and the hat of prosperity, which has 75%. So there you'll gain an extra 50% if you wear these two pieces plus four of the other one. Then you'll have a total bonus of 350% trading capacity, which is huge. You'll be able to trade millions and millions of food and wood and resources at once, which if you're one of those big castles, you're helping your kingdom and you're buying the set, that might be the option for you. Okay, lots more to talk about, guys. Stick with me. They remade the Mermaid here. When they talked about upgrading the Mermaid system, I was thinking they were going to do something awesome and like release the new Mermaids. Well, right here in the top, we hit switch. New Mermaids are still locked. You want to know what they did give us though? Something that we're all looking for. They made it so that we can go on dates with our mermaid. Okay, you can do that once a day. I'm pretty sure that the date replaced just collecting the free stuff that she gives every day. So going on the date, because I didn't go on a date with her and it says I did, but I did collect the reward. So I think when you go on a date with her, you're going to gain a little bit of experience and then she's going to give you stuff. She's going to give you in-game items, which if anyone's wondering, well, how is she getting the items? Well, we're sinking ships in this harbor. We're sinking ships right next to her. So maybe she's going down to the bottom and collecting loot from the pirates to give to you in thanks for taking her on a date. So that being said, at level 3, you unlock the ability to take her on a date. You get to spend some romantic time with your mermaid. At level 5, you get to clear the fog so that you can see your mermaid clearly. Because when you first do it, here's the fog. You won't be able to see it. So you'll be able to go on a blind date with your mermaid. You won't be able to see her. It's foggy. You'll be able to, at level 3, start dating your mermaid through the fog. Level 5, you get to see her and clear up the fog. Level 10, you get her to stand up so that you can see some skin. Straight up. These mermaids I'm not going to be able to show these mermaids in any videos. I'm going to get demonetized because of this. Look at this. Now, I think this is absolutely awful. And I don't know why this belongs in Guns of Glory at all. This has nothing to do with strategy. This is more like them trying to copy the Game of Lust, the King's Game that, if you haven't seen that one, I had to play it for swag bucks to earn a little bit of extra money. That game's awful. But basically, the mermaid begins to trust you. So now she covers herself with one arm. So you get to see some more skin and some additional cleavage. So not sure why this belongs in Guns of Glory. Not sure why it's appropriate. I don't remember what the age group is set to at Guns of Glory. Maybe I'll have to check that out. But this is hardly kid appropriate if their game is not set as a 17 plus. And some people say, oh, 17 plus. But like, well, that's kind of the legal age for rated R movies and things like that. And it's a parent's choice to decide what their kids can and can't see. If you're like, oh yeah, I'm playing Guns of Glory and it's a castle builder and you just kill people and whatever, and they're like, okay, that's fine, but they don't want them seeing nudity or the hint thereof. Now these mermaids are in here that parents don't know about, and the kids are dating mermaids and sending them presents to get them to show more skin. Not a fantastic message to be portraying, but enough about the mermaids. So moving on, we're just going to cover quickly the events that are happening right now. They did bring back the Wandering Merchant for 3 days, so you can get rid of all your old stuff. I'm going to try and... Okay, so I need at least 75 of that item, so I can't trade it in. It bothers me so much how they do this, where I can only trade in certain amounts. So what good does it do me as far as cleaning out my inventory that I can't even get rid of these scrolls? It doesn't do me any good at all because you have to do it in sets of 25 because it's so old. So here, I'm probably going to max this out without being able to actually get rid of all my stuff. We'll see. So I'm only up to 13,000, 15,000. So maybe I won't actually max this out this time, which would be nice. I'm going to get rid of so many things from my inventory. It's going to be glorious. Oh my gosh, look at this. We're clearing out the recycling. Finally able to actually clear out some stuff. And this is where we're probably, maybe not. For once, I'm not going to be able to max out. No, never mind, I spoke too soon. Okay, so now I need an extra. Where am I at? 14,000. So let's do 14,350. Nope, that's too much. I didn't do the math right. Let's just do 14,050. Nope, too much. Why am I not good at math today? Okay, it's 13,000. Yeah, 13,000. It's early in the morning, guys. So, if you're wondering, it's early in the morning for me. So I get to 499,000 out of 500,000. And in the store, we can buy a ton of resources, gears, etc. Let's see what I can get. First thing I want, intensity gears. Second thing I want, the training speed ups. Then I'm going to buy the food. Actually, no, do I want the Mediterranean metal? I think I do. So we're going to buy that. We're going to buy the food. We're going to buy the silver. So buy things in the order. So you don't even get enough coins to buy everything in the store. So why is there a cap if you can't even buy everything in the store? Just don't put a cap on this. There's no reason to put a cap of 500,000 in there when your store has 750,000 coins worth of stuff in it. So make sure you buy in order of the things you want. I almost accidentally purchased iron that I don't need at all. I probably should have purchased some more food and less Mediterranean metal, to be perfectly honest, because the amount of Mediterranean metal I just got is like teeny tiny, not really worth it. I probably should have actually looked at that more closely. Okay, so Wandering Merchant is done. Timed targets. This one is for the spenders, really. Like, I had 290 points previously from my airship parts, so I got like 6,000 gold. Not a ton. But for the players that max this out, right when the new stuff comes out, they're going to gain hundreds of thousands of gold. Some of you may be in that group, some of you won't, but you know, there it is. Free gold for doing your upgrades now and not waiting for 50% of it. Oh, excuse me. And then finally, champion gifts. So you guys saw me spend $5 to get some of those new scrolls. So I get to collect two things. And then it ramps up a little bit to, okay. Then it ramps up a little bit into, 3,000 gold, 6,000 gold, and what is that? 10,000 gold, 30,000 gold, etc. Ooh, here's something else that is new in the game. Epic attack. So there's new epic and legendary attacks. Let me see if they're actually in the list here. Wrong thing. State buffs. So they're not actually listed here, but they are in the game now. They have one that is like a legendary attack boost that gives 1,000%. Let me see if they're inside of champion gifts. So they've got the epic version that increases your attack by 200% for 2 hours. But then they've got the advanced epic, which is 500%. And then the legendary attack, which is 1,000% for 2 hours. And the only way to get these is to spend it. This one, okay, if you spend $100, you can get one of these. But looking down here, like, another huge gain for the huge spenders. Oh, I didn't even get to the bottom one. So this one is 2 hours, increases the attack of all troops by 1,000. This one increases troops by 1,000 for 12 hours. So the 12-hour legendary attack, if you spend, I don't know, what is this, 3 million gold top up, you'll get the gear, you'll get this Divine Guardian March and marquee badges and stuff that they probably don't need anymore. They're just stockpiling towards C50. But yeah, this is the spending event that goes for the week. If you are a big spender, don't buy everything today. Okay, if you are a big spender, wait because tomorrow there'll be a lost treasure or a treasure chest to go alongside champion gifts so you can double up your rewards. So if you're patient and you spread your spending out over the 7-day window and maximize every day's spending to get extra lost treasure and other things like that, you're going to get additional rewards. So even if you are a big spender, be a little patient because what are you maxing your stats out for today? There's no events today. There's nothing happening. Unless I'm wrong, which maybe New World's going to come up soon. So New World starts tonight at reset. So I guess if you're one of those max players and you need the max stats or you want extra stats going into New World, then you kind of have to. But if you're like me and you want to wait, then, try and be patient. Creation Arena started this week. Alliance Crunch, blah. And I think that's really it for this event. I looked around, no free-to-play love. The stores are the same. No additional Spirit Mines levels, no additional Pirate Chest, Pirate Showdown levels, Ramparts. No additional stuff in the Alchemist. So we still don't have the free scrolls for the previous version, which I was hoping that they would add in these the Celestial into that, but still hasn't happened. Look at how many of these things I have. I've got, what is that? 3,000, 5,200, 7,000 dust just about saved up, waiting. But they'll probably never do it. I'm going to end up having to just burn all this dust for extra materials because I've got a lot of materials worth of dust sitting there. And since I've already got Celestial unlocked, by the time they upgrade it, they'll have something new and it won't be worth waiting anymore. So, okay, I think I've talked enough. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me if you're still with me. Remember to hit the like and consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber. And I will see you in the next video.